welcome to a very special presentation on NDTV. The girls coming home, the girls who clinched the maiden Under-19 World Cup title. With that came some serious attention. Cash awards, prime-time coverage, felicitation by none other than Sachin Tendulkar. And why not? Because they have created history. Joining me at this hour is Nushin Al-Khadir, India's first T20 cap and now India's first World Cup winning coach. Tita Sadhu, the pace bowler, player of the match in the final. Parshvi Chopra, the leg spinner, the leg spin sensation of the team. We will also be joined by Archana Devi a little later. We'll be talking about their podium finish and how they were able to claim it. Girls, we all saw that you had a special dance, a dance to Kala Chashma and a whole lot of celebrations after your win. But first, I'll start with the moment of the win. And how have you been celebrating? Have the celebrations been going on, Titash?
So the celebration was really ecstatic, especially since we came back to India. So a lot of people have watched the matches and are congratulating us.
Nushin, you've been a part of this memorable campaign. 2005, you were there when India didn't manage to win the cup. Now you're the coach. You were able to get to the finish line with this bunch of girls. Tell us a little bit about the moment and thereafter.
Absolutely. We all wait for a ICC trophy. And, it happens once in 4 years or in 2 years. And to get it back home, for the first time, it has always been a great achievement. India has been longing for this trophy and the under-19 kids have done it. They've made the nation proud.
Nushin, I'll just have to ask about, Shefali's inclusion in the team and Richa's inclusion. They were not initially in the team that was preparing to play in this tournament. How did, when did this plan really arise to get Shefali included in the team? And would you say that was a masterstroke?
Look, we need to understand that, the kind of talent both of them possess. It is very important, in that age group that, you have the kind of experience because both of them have got a lot of senior international experience. And if they're eligible for that group and for the first edition, it's always going to be a delight to have these two girls around in the dressing room, sharing their, story, their experiences with the young kids when they're approaching for such a big event. So obviously the girls were prepared for it, but their addition has always added a bonus with the kind of experience they can get on the platform for us.
Titash, I will have to ask you about stories during the campaign. Could you tell us about some of those memorable, memorable points, turning points, moments that you will always cherish?
So there have been a lot of moments because we have been together for a long time now. Even in South Africa, we played a bilateral series before. So there, I won't be able to pinpoint a particular moment, but I'll always cherish the group we had and the bond we shared.
It's an interesting thought about cherishing the bonds you share. But during the course of the campaign, was there a moment when, Titash, you felt that the cup was in the striking distance? It was possible for you girls to lift the cup?
So we went there with a plan to win it. We had a goal set. But during the finals, there was a moment when only 14 or 10 runs were left and everyone was just standing, just ready to sprint down and lift the wickets and all that. So it was a very, I remember all of us were in tears.
I'll have to come back to you, Nushin. Just selecting this bunch of players, you've been talking about how talented they are, not just selecting them as a team, but also the matchups that you had for each game. What really went into strategizing those?
So it wasn't an easy journey for the support staff. This plan was, implanted 7 months back, and BCCI and NCA had taken the initiative of, organizing zonal camps, followed by a few games where they, 120 girls, identified girls, were playing games, and then we had to, pick the best 25, which underwent a camp. So it wasn't easy for us. But yes, keeping the goal of the World Cup and, trying to strategize and, winning it. We had a few things laid for us that what was required, and we had the options of players for that, and it really worked out. So it was 7 months of very hard work from the entire team, I would say, the BCCI and NCA team, which came in, and you can see the result.
Titash, I'll have to ask you about, one particular moment during the campaign, the loss against Australia. What did you guys do after the loss against Australia to come back, in fact, roar back into the tournament?
So after the loss against Australia, all of us were taken aback. And I think all of us, we had become complacent after the group stages. So when we came into the Super Sixes, the loss against Australia grounded us again, and the support staff also came through to us. And we believed in ourselves, and we knew that one bad match doesn't describe or define the team we are. And then we bounced back with good spirits.
Titash, it isn't easy to be a fast bowler. Jhulan Goswami, for years and years, she carried the load. Would you say that now you're the one who's filling into her big shoes?
I'll say it is really a privilege to be compared to her, but I have a long way to go to even match her.
Let's hear about your role models.
So obviously she is one of the role models, and I have the privilege of seeing her from the front seats.
Nushin, also, in the team you have the spin bowling triplet of Mannat, Parshvi and Archana. How were you able to handle and get the best out of them, and particularly Archana, her game sense, bowling in the death versus New Zealand, and then taking on the new ball versus England in the final?
Like we said, that it was over 7 months we had planned few things. So obviously these plans are executed by trying and putting these young girls into different situations, making them adapt over and over again, so that, when the final execution happens, they are quite confident in executing the plans. So, each bowler was given opportunities at different times for them to be comfortable, and repeatedly, I would say. And just not the bowlers, I think even the batters were, given the kind of opportunity to keep them, game ready. Because we knew at that under-19 level, we need to be mentally prepared and keep the players mentally prepared at different situations against different teams, because each one of them are special, and they can be helpful for us in executing our plans for the victory.
Absolutely. At this hour, I'm also joined by Archana Devi. She's been one of the crucial cogs in the wheel. Archana, thank you very much for joining us. आपका जर्नी अंडर 19 तक बहुत डिफिकल्ट रहा है. क्या आप उन्नाव पहुंच चुके हो? घर पर सेलिब्रेशंस कैसा रहा?
मैम अभी घर पे तो नहीं पहुंच पाए, जहाँ पे कानपुर में रहते हैं प्रैक्टिस करते हैं वहाँ पे पहुंच पाए. घर हम परसों जाएंगे. मैम बहुत ही अच्छा रहा, जैसे लाइव अभी दिख रहा है ऐसे हमारा भी हुआ है. कानपुर में गाड़ी से हम भी घूमे हैं पूरा फ्लैग लेके, और सभी ने मेरा किया.
और आपके मम्मी ने आपको क्या कहा? उन्होंने काफी मेहनत की आपको क्रिकेट खिलाने के लिए और यहाँ तक लाने के लिए, उनका काफी कंट्रीब्यूशन रहा.
मैम उनका तो बहुत ज्यादा काफी रहा, उन्होंने हमेशा हमें सपोर्ट किया है बचपन से ही. और मम्मा तो बहुत खुश हैं, गांव में सभी लोग खुश हैं. और मम्मा हमेशा ये कहती थी कि तुम मेहनत करो, मैं सपोर्ट करूंगी.
अब अगला पड़ाव क्या है यहाँ से?
मैम अगला पड़ाव यही है हमारा कि अभी हमारा आईपीएल होने वाला है. हम उसमें अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस करेंगे तो फिर हम सीनियर टीम में जाएंगे. उसमें अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस करके हम अपनी टीम को जिताएंगे जब भी चांस मिलेगा तक.
So you're looking forward to the IPL auction now, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Titash, are you also looking forward eagerly to the IPL auction?
Obviously, it will be a game changer for all of us.
Nushin, for these girls, how important is IPL right now? Of course, it's a T20 tournament they have won, but would you like them to focus on T20s going ahead?
Look, WIPL is definitely going to be a benefit for some of the players, because obviously you're going to be rubbing shoulders with the international players around, sharing the dressing room with them, sharing their experiences, understanding their planning. So obviously there's going to be growth, in the planning, and especially when you start rubbing shoulders with such kind of players and then get back to your domestic teams, you try to execute and pass on these things to different players. So obviously you're going to see a lot of growth happening. Nevertheless, I feel that whatever opportunities they're going to be grabbing, they need to grab. But as of now, I think they need to just enjoy the moment, because they have made the nation proud by winning this ICC trophy.
We also have Parshvi back with us. Parshvi, a leg spinner is everyone's delight, every cricket fan's delight. आपने कहाँ से leg spin सीखा, and tell us a little bit about your journey.
मैम, जब मैं 10 साल की थी तब पहली बार क्रिकेट खेलना स्टार्ट करा था. एज अ मीडियम पेसर स्टार्ट करा था. तो मेरे कोचेस ने मुझे मतलब लेग स्पिन के बारे में बताया था. तो फिर मैंने शेन वॉर्न वगैरह की वीडियोस देखी थी, तो उसी से मैं इंस्पायर होकर मैंने लेग स्पिन स्टार्ट करी थी.
तो शेन वॉर्न आपका आइडल है?
जी मैम.
और आप हमें ये कैंपेन के बारे में बताइए, अंडर 19 कैंपेन के बारे में बताइए. बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं था आप लोगों को प्रिपेयर करने के लिए, जैसे कि नुशीन बता रही थी 7 ही महीने था. स्पेसिफिकली व्हाट डिड यू वर्क ऑन योर क्राफ्ट?
मैम, हमने अपने एक्चुअली जो हमारा मेन चीज है, जैसे मतलब जो हमारी स्ट्रेंथ है, हमने उसी पे ज्यादा फोकस करा है. और हमारे कैंप्स वगैरह भी ज्यादा लगे थे, तो हमारी बॉन्डिंग भी काफी अच्छी हो गई थी. और मैचेस वगैरह भी ज्यादा हुए थे. हमारी पूरी प्रिपरेशन हो चुकी थी पहले से ही वर्ल्ड कप के लिए.
अच्छा, now I'm going to have to ask all three of you, Parshvi, Titash and Archana, during the campaign, did you have a song? आपका कोई गाना ऐसा था जो कि आप सुनते रहे, या फिर कुछ स्पीच जिससे आप एक दूसरे को इंस्पायर करते रहे?
चक दे इंडिया.
अर्चना?
चक दे इंडिया मैम.
Chak De India. Okay. What about you, Titash? Were you also listening to Chak De India?
Yeah, we were all listening to Chak De India.
Okay. And anything that, any speech that you heard from anyone, or, Nushin would have said to inspire you guys?
I think the one which Mithali Raj gave just before the World Cup started. So she told that a lot of athletes and women cricketers have tried, and they would like to see their dreams come true through all of us. So that really stuck with us.
और आप लोग नीरज चोपड़ा से भी मिले. पार्श्वी, would you like to talk about having met नीरज चोपड़ा?
हाँ जी मैम, उन्होंने काफी हमें मोटिवेशनल स्पीच भी दी थी. काफी कुछ बताया था, और अपनी जर्नी के बारे में भी बताया था, और हमें भी बताया था कि पहली बार वर्ल्ड कप हो रहा है, तो आप अच्छा करो उसमें और होम लेके जाओ अपना कप.
अर्चना, नीरज भी इंडिया के गांव से आते हैं, और शुरू में स्पोर्ट्स का एक्सपोजर नहीं था, एंड डिफिकल्ट बैकग्राउंड. आपके जैसे है. आपको क्या लगा नीरज को सुनकर, एंड व्हाट पर्टिकुलरली अबाउट हिम, हिज इंटरेक्शन विथ यू लाइक्ड?
मैम, उनसे भैया से मिलके अच्छा लगा. उन्होंने एक बात उनकी बहुत अच्छी लगी मुझे, कि उन्होंने ये बोला कि हमें अपना बैकग्राउंड हमेशा याद रखना चाहिए, कि हम किधर से निकले, कहाँ से निकले. कभी हमें कॉलर अप नहीं करना चाहिए, नॉर्मली रहना चाहिए, और सभी को सपोर्ट करना चाहिए. जो हमारा एम है वो इस पे फोकस करना चाहिए.
Nushin, if there is one thing that you would like to say about these girls at this point, when they have created history on the cusp of the WPL, what is it that you would like to say?
I think the intent throughout the tournament, I would say not even throughout the tournament, throughout the the journey, I would say, the 7 months of journey, and the spirit these girls carried. Every time we could see very, high spirits with them, no matter what game it was. And frankly speaking, the only thing they did was to keep things so simple and, just stick to their basics. That has been the key for their success.
There are only 3 of you on the panel right now, but I will also have to ask you, Titash, and this question is to you. A lot of you may be following or admiring men cricketers, like Pashvi said she admires Shane Warne, और मुझे पता है आपके टीम में there is a girl who also admires Virat Kohli and has Virat Kohli mannerisms. Would you like to talk about her? Soumya Tiwari?
Oh yeah, Soumya really looks up to Virat Kohli.
And what about Virat Kohli she admires?
She admires everything. His batting, his aggression, everything.
And which one of you is the most aggressive in the team, and who's the calm character?
I feel the last tournament everyone was aggressive on the field, but Pashvi is pretty calm. He's
Pashvi
really
is
calm
pretty
in the
calm.
field.
Pashvi, I'll have to ask you, जो एक्सपीरियंस शेफाली के पास था, रिचा के पास था, उस एक्सपीरियंस से हाउ मच डिड यू गाइज बेनिफिट? बिकॉज आपने सीनियर क्रिकेट खेला नहीं है, अंडर 19 ही खेला है, तो उनके एक्सपीरियंस से आप कितना बेनिफिटेड हुए?
उनका एक्सपीरियंस काफी अच्छा था. मतलब वो सीनियर वुमेन्स खेल कर आए थे, तो हमारे साथ उनका नेचर भी काफी अच्छा था. मतलब बिल्कुल मतलब ऐसा उन्होंने सीनियरिटी दिखाई नहीं है. हमेशा अच्छे से बात करी है और अच्छे से हमें समझाया है, सब कुछ अच्छे से करा है. तो काफी अच्छा लगा उनसे बात करके, उनके साथ खेल के.
Nushin, talking about these two girls, about the captain and Richa, they now go and join the senior Indian team for the 2020 World Cup. What will this win do to their confidence?
Obviously, it's going to boost them up. An ICC trophy, winning an ICC trophy, and I feel both of them are quite lucky because in a span of 2 months they're going to be playing 2 ICC trophies, which one has been completed and they've been victorious about that. Also, I would say that, spending 1 good month in South Africa and then the next World Cup happening in South Africa is going to help them immensely with the kind of conditions they are going to go through. So they're going to be aware it's almost going to be like home conditions for them, which is going to be of good help for them in the coming World Cup.
Right, girls, thank you very much for joining me on the broadcast. Wish you the very best. May you go from strength to strength. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.